Hey guys, it's Moon Child. Happy Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Today I want to do a short video. It's an update. I'm going to do my Silver Queen corn that I was gifted to by Bobby Jean and Michael from MB Heritage Farms. The Silver Queen corn, and then I want to give you a tomato update. It's been a while since I've shown any of those, so let's get started. Try to be as quick as I can. So right there is the corn bed. It's pretty deep, and there it goes. You can see those tassels up there. There are some silks in there. Let me see if I could point them out to you. Right in here, if you can see that, I have some silks and kind of short, and there's some silk right in there. So that is how my Silver Queen corn is doing. I have found no pest, so I'm super excited about that. So let's move on to the tomatoes. Alright, here are my Roma tomatoes, and I think I have 12 here. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I have 12. And there's lots of tomatoes on these. The greens are looking good. Actually, of all my tomatoes, I think these are doing the best. There's no yellowing and browning and whatnot, so I just think they're in a great spot. And there's blooms on every one of them. It's just hard to get to because they're, there's some. Come on, get out of the way. There's some right there. Well, anyway, these are my aromas. Moving on. Now, this one I'm about to show you, I'm very excited because it is sorry about the sirens. It's a volunteer cherry tomato from last year, and it's in the ground, so let me show you. So I'm super excited about this one. Lots of tomatoes coming in on there. That was my first volunteer cherry tomato. Then I've got this one here. Do have a little bit of yellowing on that one. And this little guy here, he's a cherry tomato too, and that's I don't know what I want to call him. I've just done some stuff to the soil because this guy just doesn't seem to want to grow. He was put in the same time as all my other tomatoes, and look at how small he is. I don't get it. Big difference. Alright, let me spin you over here. These are my yellow pear tomatoes, and they're quite small compared to the yellow pear tomatoes I did in ground last year. But, I mean, we're just getting started, so, like I said, these guys all were planted at this, all my tomatoes were put in at the same time. It's just that puny woony over there doesn't want to grow. And I had a lot more blooms last year, but I'm not giving up. It's still pretty early. So, these are my yellow pear tomatoes. Over here, I have a variety of things. There's some honeycomb tomatoes in here. Most of them, I've already pulled off like a ton of tomatoes off of that one. And let's see, we've got tomatoes everywhere. This one here, I've already pulled off 3. Now there's tomatoes on most of these. These are Rutgers beefsteak tomatoes and German pinks. There's a pretty big one here. And for container growing, I can't complain. I gotta be grateful for what I have, but I honestly, from my deep in-ground beds and in-ground itself, they were doing so much better. These are beefsteaks, and they're all mixed in here. I just got them just spread everywhere. But there's tomatoes everywhere. Some are bigger than others. Like this guy right here. I'm not sure what the deal is with this one. And the one next to it. They just don't want to grow as fast as the other ones. But this is all my container buckets, as you can see where they come from. Rutgers, beefsteak, German pinks, and I do have some Jubilees in there. So that's an update on those. Now we're coming up to, look at these elephant ears. Aren't they beautiful? And my favorite in the whole world is my coleus that I planted from seed in one of my little barrels. Okay, now these here are my German pinks. I've got 2 in the front. There is a little bit of yellowing on that, and then 1 in the back, which is much smaller. And these are not doing that great. I pulled off the tomatoes off of these 2 because they had the, what do you call it, the blossom end rot on them. So a little disappointed in those, but I'm gonna keep on. Oh yeah, this one here is the yellow pear tomato as well, and I don't have any blooms on this one yet, so don't know what's up with that. So we're entering the back garden now, and I think this is another, you know, I forgot what kind it is. Let me see. This one is a yellow pear tomato. They're pretty tall. This is in bed. I do have a little bit of yellowing on that. Yeah, there's a little bit, so we got to do something about that. Here I have another cherry tomato, which I just took some stuff I found on the ground here and tied it, and this one's doing alright. There's, you know, look at this. This is beautiful to me. Got a little spider in there that I need to take out. So there's another cherry tomato. These 3 right here, this one is like the tallest of my containers. This is a German pink. It has some blooms way up here. Got a tomato there, and that's another German pink. So I think they're growing slow. I don't really know, but I feel like they're growing slow for almost July. I don't really know for sure, but that's how they're doing. Here is another cherry tomato in a raised bed. This one's pretty tall. Don't mind the spider. Need to clean that out. I had to tie this up with this piece of tarp. But anyways, I had more cherry tomatoes than I realized. So for containers, buckets with tomatoes, you know, they are producing. I just feel like there'd be more. So it might be because of the restriction in the buckets. I'm not sure. But I am already planning for next year. And my tomatoes, I will have a strip going across my fence that will have in-ground tomatoes. I might even do some this year. I'm not sure. But the Romas really like the spot they're in. And right now I'm going to show you another tomato. It's very small. This is the last one, and then we'll be up to date. So this tomato plant is very special to me because, I mean, it is was a sucker. Last year did a video for me on suckers and what to do and how to, and that is my very first plant from a sucker. I took it off myself, and it's growing. It's still doing very well, so I'm very pleased about that. So Mark, I hope that I did well and it grows. So thinking of you, and that's how special that tomato plant is to me. My very first sucker, and I know that sounds funny, but anyways, that's the last one. That is the update on my tomatoes and my Silver Queen. So thanks for watching today as I went through this, and I hope that you all have a very awesome Friday. I know I will, because I'll be going to see Jamie perform at the Mug Beans tonight. So yay! I wish you all could be there. So I hope today's good to you. Till next time.